Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is July 25th. So it is the 5th day of not having any food whatsoever. I'm doing a water fast and it's about 1 in the afternoon. So I know I'm going to be able to make it through today pretty easily. Today hasn't had any kind of surprises. In fact, I don't feel the nausea that I was feeling yesterday. And the only weird thing is I didn't, on my smart device, it didn't register that I had a good sleep. Now, I slept the whole night through. However, there were plenty of times when I woke up because a big group pretty much carried on conversations in an inebriated manner until well past 1 or 2 in the morning, and it was challenging to get an uninterrupted sleep because of that. Other than that, I feel like, I'm starting to make a little bit of progress in terms of not feeling as heavy, and I don't mean that from weight perspective. I mean that like maybe a mental fog and an increased clarity is basically what I feel. And I feel a hunger, but it's not like down in my gut or throughout my entire body, including like my esophagus, like an acidy feeling. It's just a in my stomach. There's a feeling, and it's a gentle feeling that it might be nice to eat. There are little pine needles falling in here as I'm recording this in the breezy, shady spot that I have for, I don't know, maybe another half hour in my campsite. After that point in time, unfortunately, for whatever reason, the transaction that I completed before leaving on eBay with one of these smart devices didn't quite go the way that it should have gone, and so I'm still having to tend to it. And so I may or may not go out of my way today to complete that business. Whether I do or not, it doesn't matter. But if I do, I'm going to look into extending my stay. And well, yesterday I could have done that according to the app for registering for these campsites, but for whatever reason the signal kept fluctuating, almost like I was only supposed to see that I could have done something, only to have my hopes and dreams dashed once again, like has been the case, it seems, for, well, probably the entirety of my persistence. I think that's going to be the joke for all of us. No matter what we try to hope and achieve, well, it's all going to come crashing down anyway, so you might as well just kind of accept it. For me, I'm accepting that there's a lot less wildlife to be seen in places like this, and partly it's because of lack of food. And in solidarity with the wildlife, and because of so many other atrocities that are occurring throughout humanity, I really want to just kind of reflect on, there are times when we probably can just stop and pay attention to the wake that we're leaving. I even wrote those words into a song. Can you stop to see the wake? In a lot of cases, we don't see what we're leaving behind, and I certainly can see that there's a lot of destruction in many of my actions. Most of us call it consumption. We consume, our vehicles consume gasoline to get from point A to point B, but that's also destruction. If you think about the whole process, fracking, oil rigs, and all the ensuing calamities that have occurred, oil spills, it's an act of destruction. Whether we agree to it or not, the truth is that maybe we are committing murder in a lot of ways when we continue business as usual without even offering a glimmer of gratitude for what it is that we have going for us on that day. I hope this makes sense. Either way, again, today is day 5 of my fasting journey, and it went by pretty quick so far. There's a lot of idle time here. I think that the scariest part for people who are thinking about doing a fast for spiritual reasons or otherwise, the scary part is doing without that entertainment that our body in a lot of ways has been conditioned to desire, not even to accept. Like, I mean, when we wake up after a certain point in time, unless we're extremely entertained with some new situation, we're probably looking for food. Some of us probably can't even travel without going to get coffee and some kind of breakfast right off the bat. And that's a shame, because as children, we never had to do that. As adults, I would like to give us the opportunity to reflect on the word addiction. And that's really about it. Until next time, peace, love, and all that old school stuff.